For those of you who don't know what you should be reading, or for those of you who have not a clue what book you should be ringing the new year in with, I have some suggestions for you. Hello, my name is Flo, and this is the Grape Jelly Library, where we love to talk about books. I am reading A Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole. I mentioned this in my last video. I am almost 2 chapters into this, and it is everything I want it to be. So far, so good. I will probably do a review on this. So if you're looking for chaos and somewhat madness and a good laugh, this is the book for you. I am reading that with Alan over at Big Hard Books. If you would like to read along, just head on over to his channel, give him a subscribe, you know, converse with him, get on his Voxer. It seems like a lot, but it's really not. Get on his Voxer, and you can read along with us and communicate with us as we go. He's halfway through it, and this is his second reading of the book. This is my first. The second book I am reading with a bunch of good-hearted people over at Nicole from Dusty Book Sniffers channel. Once a month, she spins a wheel, and whoever it lands on gets to choose what book we will be reading that month. And I won for the month of January, and you know, I had this on my shelf and I heard a lot of great things about it, so I chose this book. Some of us are done with it right now, and some of us, like myself, are just beginning it. So perhaps you would like to read this with us. If you would, head on over to Nicole's booktube channel page, Dusty Book Sniffers. Give her a like and a subscribe, and join in on her Discord and have some fun with us. Now, I have not been allowed to buy books because I have not completed my 25 read what you own 25 book challenge. I set my goal at 25. Boy, did I say that wrong. The Read What You Own book challenge, and I set my goal on 25 books. So I have not been able to buy any books since, and not even participate in the Book of the Month club. So I've been letting my credits ride, but I do have, let's see, it's January. So I didn't buy any books for January, didn't buy any books for December. So I have my Novembers still boxed up, and I'll show you what I got way back in November. I got Beasts of Extraordinary Circumstances. It looks like this. Just briefly, orphaned, raised by wolves, and the proud owner of a horned pig named Merlin, Waylon, I'm going to go with Waylon Gray, knew he wasn't like other people. But when he single-handedly stopped that tornado on a stormy Christmas day in Oklahoma, he realized just how different he actually was. That tornado was the first of many strange events that seemed to follow Waylon from town to town, although he doesn't like to take credit. As amazing as these powers may appear, they tend to manifest themselves at inopportune times and places. From freak storms to trees that appear to grow overnight, Waylon's unique abilities are a curiosity at best, and at worst, a danger to himself and the woman he loves. But Mary doesn't care. Since Waylon saved her from an angry wolf on her 11th birthday, she's known that a relationship with him isn't without its risks. But as anyone who's met Waylon will tell you, once he wanders into your life, you'll wish he'd never leave. Well, that sounds like a guy I would like to know. So maybe you would too. The next book, you know, a fantastic cover. It's beautiful. I should say that one was by Ruth Emmy Lang. This one is by Onyi Wabanelli. Someday Maybe. Isn't that gorge? Here are 3 things you should know about my husband. 1, he was the great love of my life, despite his penchant for going incommunicado. 2, he was, as far as I and everyone else could tell, perfectly happy, which is significant because 3, on New Year's Eve, he killed himself. And here is one thing you should know about me. 1, I found him. Bonus fact, no, I'm not okay. And 3, As Long as the Lemon Tree Grows by Zulfa Katu. And this is my land, and just like the lemon trees that have been growing here for centuries, spilled blood won't stop us. Salama Kassab was a pharmacy student when the cries for freedom broke out in Syria. She still had her parents and her big brother. She still had her home and an average teenager's life. Now, Salama volunteers at a hospital in Homs, helping the wounded who flood through the doors daily. Secretly, though, she is desperate to find a way out of her beloved country before her best friend and sister-in-law Layla gives birth. As her desperation grows, her PTSD takes physical shape in the form of companion Quaff, who haunts her every move. But even with Quaff pressing her to leave, Salama is torn between loyalty to her country and her will to survive. Salama must contend with bullets and bombs, military assaults, and her shifting sense of morality before she might finally breathe free. And when she crosses paths with the boy she was supposed to meet one fateful day, she starts to doubt her resolve in leaving home at all. So, there you go. 5 books. Maybe one of those books is for you. I cannot end this video without sharing. Book of the Month always puts a wonderful bookmark in their box. I love each and every one of them. Aw, if you were a book, you'd be a classic. And they ain't kidding. Till my next video, know I love you. Be well, be good, and be reading.